Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Hello?
Hello,
Yes.
everybody. Welcome.
Oh, we're live.
How's it going? We are here.
We are very tight. We're trying 4K for the first time.
You know, it happens often.
Yeah,
It happens
The
often.
last 2 weeks have been so but yeah, I
A
think
little on edge.
yeah. So I am gonna need your help. So do let me know if it looks better, if it doesn't, because it's supposedly we should be able to watch this in 4K.
Yeah.
And but it's the first time we've managed to do anything like that.
Stepping forward.
So exciting times, but also very nerve wracking because there's the
Absolutely.
possibility that it just explodes. So
The world might come to an end. Oh, wait. It's already happening.
yeah, rough times, isn't it? Who would have expected 2020 was going to be such a weird year?
Yeah. Such an...
Literally, bro.
Nobody. I
Name
don't think anybody.
everything. It's happened.
Yeah. Good point. Even monster bees and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Literally, dude. Everything. Like fires. Obviously, the whole being locked at home. Illness.
The world
Social
has
injustice.
come to collapse,
It's
literally.
crazy. Now elections and all this stuff is coming in America, and then here the whole Brexit stuff.
Oh my god.
It's so bizarre,
It's
isn't it?
just been getting so much.
So bizarre. Do you like watching the news?
No.
Because I find it. I don't watch the news that often, but I think I'm one of the only people at home
That
who
actually
watches the news,
Yeah.
who
no.
follows the news.
No, not at all. I don't like it. I listen to the news sometimes when I'm on the cars, when somebody's driving me around. Somebody's driving me around.
Yeah.
Or because the radio's playing or whatever, but I don't
Really
actively
follow the news. Yeah, I just feel
read the news. And when they come up on my phone and stuff, I just passively swipe through them. I don't actually stay to read anything about it or anything.
yeah, I feel it's good to know the news, but you have to know the limit.
I think
Just to sort
the
of know what's going
news-
on. Once I watch the news maybe once every 3 days.
That's a lot. I think watching the news.
So also have,
everybody,
we have a podcast. We also have to know what the hell is going on.
Absolutely, I agree. But I think watching the news depends on everybody's personal limits. Some people know how much news is good for them and how little they can watch or how much they can watch.
Most of the time, the news are depressing.
You can get stuck in such a dark loophole. It can make you believe that the world's actually so dark and there's nothing good or
I wish
good.
I wish there was I've seen a few news outlets try to do this, where they have an only positive news section or
yeah.
something like that. But it's so bizarre that everything, every time you go to the news, it's always fuck.
Bad,
Yeah.
bad,
It's
bad.
Jesus
bad.
Christ.
Yeah, it's tough, and I think that's why I don't like it. I actually don't. In my life, I don't surround myself with people that are negative, or that like to carry that heavy energy. That's just me. So
I think
I
everyone
don't-
attempts to do that, don't they?
yeah, I guess.
'Cause then it just feels like baggage. And then you
Exactly.
don't know, oh my gosh, why am I feeling so low or heavy? And it's just the people around you.
And sometimes you can't help it because the circles that you work around, they are a bit heavy. But I actively try to be a positive, outgoing person. When it comes to outlooks in life. So why on earth would I put myself through willingly watch
Well, the news, yeah.
so many bad things?
I just think it's important to be informed, right? But also to understand what the job of the media right now is. And
I actually think it is important to be on the loop of everything that's happening. Yeah, I absolutely agree. But that could also lead into not knowing enough, because I think that's what a problem with the news is.
what do you mean, just off the titles?
Because you
and
read the headlines and you think you know it all, and then you read the actual article and then you find out that the article was not about anything that the headline was portraying,
Yeah.
and then you end up spending hours reading the newspapers and finding out that the world is actually a black hole of darkness, and I'm not willing to do that in life.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is not.
that's been the issue with new media. This sort of, because it's new the way media it's working now for the last 15 years. It's basically new. The whole online selling clicks, selling advertisement, titles, copyright, and by copyright I mean writing the articles and all that stuff. Where you have to, it's actually to some extent, it's like an entertainment part of the industry, because it's whatever sells the most clicks. It's whatever calls the attention of the reader. It's whatever sells the click. It's whatever sells the title. So then, if it doesn't matter if the drop off percentage of people that end up reading the article, it's so low compared to the amount of people that clicked on the article. They still made their money. So job accomplished. You know.
Absolutely.
So it's been so bizarre in the
It's
last
like-
15 years seeing how media's. I mean, and also you could argue. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with someone who was maybe from the 50s, and then what the media was like, 60, 70 years ago, right? Newspapers, and whether they felt the same.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would be an actual
That's a great
really
conversation to have, yeah.
good question. I don't know. I don't know what it would have been like. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we should visit that.
Because it's literally that, the world has changed so much in the last 20, 25
Drastically
years.
and incredibly quick.
From 2000 onwards, it's a new world. It's so different. It's so
That's
weird.
right.
But I wonder whether, because we feel, obviously, we grew up in this time, so we feel like these issues that are going on right now are uniquely to us. I was talking about it to our mother. It's like most of the issues you have now, yes, they're very specific in the details to your generation and to the world right now, but similar stuff was going on when she was growing up, or stuff like that. So it was so interesting to have this conversation with someone who was from the 50s or 60s.
I actually think the world's issues,
Even in the 80s,
yeah,
right?
I think today's social issues and the problems that are happening today are the same problems that were happening 50 years ago, but because of the media now has such an incredible reach, now the problems seem way bigger because they are reaching way more people than they originally were.
There's also a bit of an illusion, yeah, because
I believe that perhaps the issues that we're trying to battle now, or fight for now, are probably the same issues people had in the 80s, but obviously the media wasn't as advanced, so they didn't have the tools to voice their opinions in the ways that we can now, Like, literally anyone who is a smartphone user has a way to voice their opinions to the world entirely. So I believe that there is such a scale when it comes to how news are portrayed as well, because perhaps the issues that 30 years ago weren't as important because they weren't as pushed in the media. They were dismissed, and now that we have the media to back us up, or back those help push this agendas or whatever, we reach so many more people. There are so many more people to be seen and heard.
Yeah, I mean, again, that it sort of it's the same point I was making before of it's so subjective, because you may argue also that a lot of stories that deserve to be covered are not being covered.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Regardless of whether it fits an agenda or a narrative or not. So regardless of whether now you can reach millions and millions of people, there's still stories that perhaps are worth telling.
Or unheard.
But I don't heard of. So that's what I mean by issues that we're facing right now are not so unknown to previous generations either. It's just that right now we are having this sort of this mind-boggling scenario that we reach millions, and there's billions of people on Earth now. Nearly 8 now. So it's a bizarre concept to try and wrap your head around, that so many people are being impacted through mainstream media, or even off-stream media. You know, that's becoming a thing. You know, so there's so much information that it's difficult for a normal person like me to try and figure their way out of what actual and objective reality is.
Absolutely,
You know?
I agree.
Let's we can't we can't we were gonna check out the news and stuff, but there's really literally nothing going on.
There's really not much happening.
There's the BTS. Obviously, they released their movie.
Yeah, the official trailer and the official poster is out and about.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking forward to that. I mean, I am looking forward to that.
What else?
Blackpink
they're doing a documentary.
Teased that they're gonna have Netflix documentary released sometime soon.
Oh, did you know?
Which
actually,
is really cool.
Did you know
I would totally watch that.
Their full album is actually only 8 songs.
I had a feeling. I knew it. I also watched their
I haven't watched
interview.
the latest episode of 20. What is it? 365.
24, 365.
Yeah, I haven't watched the latest episode. It's like it released like 5 days ago. I haven't watched it.
I watched their interview with Apple Music.
Oh yeah.
A couple of weeks back, I think. The week when Ice Cream released.
Sure.
And they were speaking about their album and how they were approaching making music together and what the time they were spending in studio and all of these things. And I just knew because Rose said that sometimes quantity isn't the right mindset to go when you're doing a full album, and I just kind of knew that it was gonna be under 10 songs.
It's along the lines of what I've always tried to.
But fair enough.
However, 8 songs, I still do feel that's on the short end.
I think it's good. I think between 8 to 10,
10 to 12. I say 10 to 12.
10 to 12 is the right amount of songs in an album. After that, it just becomes a bit vague. It becomes a bit repetitive, or it just falls into this, this void. There's no plan after 12. Usually, I mean, it is not.
There's some great albums out there with 20 songs.
Yeah, there's not the case for a lot of great albums, a lot of great artists out there, but most of the times it kind of goes down that route,
Yeah, I think it's hard to understand because, and I think we're also a bit like perhaps oversaturated because we listen to so many albums that release every week.
Yeah.
Right? Just because we like music, and also, I guess, because of the channel, but mainly because we just check out new music anyways. And most of the time we found that the common denominator is, as soon as it passes that 14
you
song mark,
kind of get lost in the way.
It was either that the first 5 songs didn't have a place there, and the album should have begun at track 5 to track 18, or it was the other way around, or there were tracks that simply you understood it's like the order was wrong. So
to you as a listener, of course, as a creator,
maybe it made sense.
It just makes sense to whoever's making the piece, but sometimes as a listener, as a part of the audience, you kind of get lost.
So I have a question, and not for you, for everyone watching, and you as well. Everyone.
Okay.
What is of this year? What is your favorite album?
Ooh. Dang, that's a good question.
It's a hard question because I have so many from so many different genres.
Oh yeah, me too. I've got a lot. I mean, Bruno Major released this year, and that album has been so overplayed.
Yeah.
In my playlist.
I've been listening recently to.
Didn't
Cry.
Jackson Wang release to this year? No, he didn't.
GOT7 did.
GOT7 did. That's right. Die Aura is literally my favorite song from the album.
Obviously, BTS Map of the Soul 7 released.
Oh yes! Oh my
album.
God! And then you got Maria and her mini album.
Wasa released.
And Lay
released.
That Lay's mini EP was so freaking fire.
Take It wasn't this year. It was last year. Eminem released this year.
Oh, let me see. That was insane. That was ridiculously insane. Let me see.
I think Royce released as well. Royce the 5'9".
Lianne La Havas released this year as well, and her album's like freaking cool.
I have no idea who that is.
Honey, so good.
No idea who that is.
Who else? Camila released.
Lady Gaga released.
Lady Gaga released this year. Oh my god, that's so true.
Yeah. Bunch
Yeah.
of people released. So
No.
it's rough. I don't know what my
can't.
favorite.
I don't think I can say this year. Pablo Lopez, I discovered Pablo Lopez this year.
Yeah, but he didn't release an album this year.
I don't care. I discovered him this year.
Yeah.
He literally brought the light in the darkness.
For
in
us
this
this year,
2020.
definitely, yeah.
For me, he literally was the pinnacle of my existence, reassured.
Yeah, if you don't know who he is, or if you didn't know, he actually released a song like yesterday. 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
So check it out. It's good bloody song.
It's great. It's called Collapso. It's like about collapsing.
No, it's about asking for forgiveness.
For
forgiving
forgiveness.
yourself.
Asking for forgiveness
To
to
yourself.
you. Yeah. It's such a word. Like, you gotta watch it. It's life changing.
Yeah. Well, let's do some questions then.
Oh, you wanna do some questions?
Yeah. We Ballet, in case you didn't know, Ballet does usually, not all the time, but do
Quite
watch
often.
out with Ballet's Instagram, because she does a lot of Q&As. And in these Q&As, we mostly answer them in the show.
Yeah,
in the podcast.
unless I have a free couple of hours and then I can reply to you on Instagram.
Which you certainly don't have today because you're going away.
Yes, I'm stressed but excited.
Weird, isn't it? How before was like going away, it was just maybe cancel a gig,
fantastic.
or maybe just
No. It's just plan everything perfectly so the holiday or the weekend away or whatever. It's just great.
it's like ghost.
No, I just saw a shadow. Maybe it was the glare in my glasses.
Right.
And yeah, so it just kind of feels so weird.
Now, because of the channel, you have to sort of schedule.
I have to schedule the posts. I have to make sure everything's alright because I'm not gonna have a computer wherever I'm going. And
well, luckily, I'm here. So if anything goes wrong,
yeah, you could probably fix it. But you're busy. You have a life on the weekends.
Yeah.
You know, unlike me, that's usually in the house, or working, gigging. You know. But yeah,
but it's quite lucky though, because Saturday I'm cool, so it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And hopefully this is something, as things ease and the world returns back to normal, this is hopefully an issue we will have more often, going away.
An issue. I don't want to have that issue again.
It's so weird.
I'm taking my computer with me wherever I go.
Yeah. Go on then.
Anyways, how are you? That's a question.
Question, right?
No,
been alright, mate.
You've been okay.
Yeah, been alright.
I hate when people reply like that. Been alright. I'm okay. What do you mean you're okay? You're either good or you're bad. There's no in between. You're either fantastic, glowingly wonderful, or you're having a gloomy day. End of it.
Nah, I feel good.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I feel good.
What does I'm alright is? It's so
I'm alright.
pessimistic.
To me, it means I feel good. Like, it's a good day.
How is that? That's so pessimistic.
Not how.
I'm alright. Yeah, that
I'm
could be like not.
Alright.
You see?
I'm so happy.
How old are you? 5?
What the hell do you want me to say? Yeah.
Alright.
I'm happy.
You're happy.
This is the mood I'm usually on. Just sort of relaxed, in the zone, always winning, but with no emotions, pushing him all down.
Push him down. That is so funny.
Go on then, give me a question, mate.
Okay, but I'm looking. Wait. This is
Any
bad.
question goes, mate. No, not anything controversial.
Okay.
Add some fuel to the fire.
If you could listen to only one song for the rest of your life,
That's hard.
what would it be? Overly asked one, I know. LOL. It's okay. It's always a good question.
That's
I think
a great question. And I want you guys to answer as well.
Answer that one. What would
That's a
be the
joke question.
song that you would listen to the rest of your life if you had to? I think for me, today, as we stand, Collapso by Pablo Lopez.
Really?
Yes.
Bloody hell.
As I stand today. That's how I feel in this moment right now. This is how I'm answering. Tomorrow, I might change my mind. But right now, this is it. That's my answer. What about you, sir? He got lost in
I
space.
would listen to. I think I would listen to. You know, it's funny though because I actually only listen to like 5 songs or
Literally, I'm the one who listens to a lot of like different artists, different playlists all the time, and there's Efra listening to the same 5 songs for like 6 months straight until he gets tired, and then he finds another 5 songs that get played.
What?
Do 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 do.
Oh, Aaron Ray.
Yeah.
Nah.
You've been listening to that so much.
Every day.
Oh my god. You see, this question applies to today's life in Efra.
I don't know. Maybe like a Chris Brown song or a Bryson Tiller song, or yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
Good answer.
I would listen to. Actually, I got it. I would listen to "Teach Me a Lesson" by Bryson Tiller. That's what I would listen to until the day
So
I'm
you can
dead.
cry till your
That
death.
song doesn't make me cry. If you put the interlude before that, I would though. I wouldn't cry. I'd just be like, "Gosh darn it."
Gosh darn it, I'm
Yeah.
depressed. I'm in my feels.
Not depressed, but I think people are gonna understand my mood. Not my mood, but like a lot of my inside bit
Retrospective, yeah.
that it's all locked up through my music in the latest podcast we
Yeah.
released. Yeah, people are gonna be
Definitely.
like, "What the? I didn't know you
What?
listened to this stuff."
Why would you listen to that?
Actually, no. I think people would be able to pick off the type of music I listen to
Definitely.
because I do give off that vibe.
I don't think you're that hard to read.
Yeah, me neither. I look myself in the mirror. I was like,
R&B hip.
"Yeah, you're like you're trash at poker." I read you like a kid's book.
You have no poker face. You got no game.
Yeah.
Here, what's your favorite band? Your favorite band right now? For me, the Free Nationals. Right
that's a
now.
good one.
The Free Nationals with Anderson .Paak.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's a good band.
Oh, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I'm gonna say band wise, I've always enjoyed
Snarky Poppy.
either Snarky Puppy or John Mayer's band.
Oh, hell yes.
I could listen to those two any day of the week.
I could also listen to, if you want to go a little old school, a little of my rock days, Creed or Audio Slave.
Audio Slave is good.
Freaking
Creed
fire.
is very good. That guy, so for some reason though, to me, he always sounded different in every track.
No, he was so, like, he was so groundbreaking.
We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That
stuff.
era of rock
It's
was
joke, yeah.
immortal. For
It
me,
was.
that was literally the pinnacle of my childhood.
Yeah. Did you ask what my favorite drummer is? Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
No, go on.
No, what's your favorite drummer? Since you were here.
Rest in peace, Marvin McQuitty.
Marvin McQuitty.
Yeah, he's my favorite drummer ever.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know why we came into this, but
That's alright.
anyways.
Favorite clothing brand?
Ooh. If we had merchandise, this is where I would plug it.
FDF London.
Oh yeah, we are working on that, by the way. And the important question arose because we didn't want to have a long name, right? Because Feature Friday might be too long for the logo.
It's too many characters.
Yeah, so we thought the abbreviation of it would be FT because of feature, and then
F.
FDF.
No. So F. So FD and F.
Yeah, FDF.
FDF.
So Feature Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
I hope that makes sense.
you were going down a rocky path there.
Yeah,
I helped
but
you
I
out.
hope that makes sense. Right? That's why you exist. you help me get through stuff where there's a lot of rocks. You just lay down on the floor and I crawl past you and leave you behind. I'm only joking.
Okay.
But yeah, it is like FDF. And then
FDF.
because we know we have so many people, and the whole channel is about music from all over the world, right? But the different ranges could work, from different parts of the world. But we thought we'd start with FDF London.
As we are
In London.
in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'd have a FDF Seoul.
Or an FDF,
Paris.
or an FDF Madrid.
Yeah. Or an FDF Algeria. Actually, that's a whole country.
That's a whole country.
We're gonna have to know city.
The
from Algeria.
capitals, yeah.
Uh,
That'd be cool. That would be cool. Let us know what you think about that.
Yeah, and then
Are
we-
you excited for a merch?
Then we could also have subdivisions of the merch where it would be say
Efra's line,
Yeah.
like like what
My
Efra,
specific that kind of style I like.
and the kind of stuff that he would design.
Yeah.
And then you would have what I would design too.
Yeah. Obviously, at the start, it is going to be slightly simpler designs and stuff like that because we are learning as we go. But as we progress through, by next year, it should be much more complex and much more intricate designs, and where we can really open up. But at the moment, we're learning as we go.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's not only a way, for, I don't know, for us to let our creative outlet, but also it's just a way for
to
keep creating.
Yeah. And I think is actually like a physical representation of our bond, you guys and us.
Definitely.
I think it's like a physical representation of our relationship as a channel. You guys and us here together.
I mean, a lot of stuff is coming. Like I've announced it before, and it's Bali's gonna start doing the whole makeup stuff, and she's working that very hard at the moment. We still don't know where we're gonna put that type of content because we want it to be able to be open to everyone. But if there's ways we're still thinking of doing that, and then also looking at the fashion stuff, as we love fashion so much, plus the music. So there's a lot of changes and stuff like that, and I hope a lot of you do notice them and stuff like that because it is exciting. But yeah.
Baby steps. We gotta learn how to walk before we can run, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm
It's
excited
exciting,
for the
very
future. Yeah, it's really exciting. All right. People are saying that they love you, Efra.
Oh, that's nice.
Have you ever visited Greece?
Never.
Would you like to go to Argentina?
That's a good one.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good one. I like the way they talk.
In Argentina is like fantastic. I've heard. I've had a lot of Argentinian beef.
What?
Yeah.
You fought with people?
No, I've eaten it.
Oh, you've eaten beef from Argentina. Right. It just sounded like I've had a lot of beef with people from there.
No, why would I? I literally grew up watching their TV shows.
Literally, yeah. So if you're from America, Argentina to us, it's like, you know how some people have this thing about the British accent?
Yes.
Like it's endearing to them.
Like in South America, the British accent is the Argentinian accent.
Yeah, it's so unique. No one else has it.
That's right. And it's so good. It's so cool.
And it feels so classy as well.
Kinda, it does, yes. Sure.
Yeah, and the way they laugh is different.
I've always thought that Argentina was that stolen part of Europe that lived in South America.
That's how, isn't it? That's how most people actually refer to it, where we're from. It's sort of like, if you can't go to Europe, go to Argentina, because it has such a
I don't know why.
It feels so different to South America.
Yeah, a lot of the Latino customs still live very vividly in Argentina, but somehow they've got a very different things because they got
all
winter.
The seasons.
Yeah,
they get all the seasons, don't they?
Yeah, and they have the seasons switched around like they do in Australia. So they've got during July
they have
winter, and during December they have summer.
Would you like that?
I don't know.
We never cared because in Venezuela it was always the same.
Yeah, so I don't really mind.
I used to love Christmas. The idea now, it's such a different idea, and to some extent it's so far fetched now in my head that was even a thing, that Christmas is a warm time of the year.
Yeah.
Now I associate Christmas with, hot chocolate, staying at home,
being
fires,
cozy,
a winter wonderland, ice skating, maybe a bit of snow, cold jackets, that part of fashion. But back home, it's a complete opposite. It's
absolutely.
Beach.
It's going to the beach.
It's going to the party.
It's going to it's party all night. It's such a different environment. I personally.
Which one do you like the most?
I miss the festivities, how we had them back home.
It's all warm,
and not only
hot.
Not only the climate is different, but like the atmosphere, everything was so different, and
it feels way more lively, doesn't it? Because here it feels more at home.
Here is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. Christmas in London is magical. It's the magical time of the year. the whole city is beautiful lit up, and I love that it gets dark really early because then you get to see the lights shining all the time.
Yeah, super cool actually.
And you get shopping everywhere, and everywhere there's like sales, and oh, it's fantastic. It really,
everyone's in a really festive, happy mood.
yes, nobody has a dog face in London.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy
That's
and merry.
January. That's what January is there
Oh
for.
yeah, January's gloomy.
But
I don't know why after such a high comes down such a freaking low. Like, wow. But I think that's the reason why that in January, that's why I miss home.
right.
Because back home, even though the recession was hitting in January,
Yeah.
the atmosphere didn't let you get down in your lumps, you know.
Yeah.
And here, because it's so cold, actually it gets colder. It's just so difficult to cope, you know.
It is.
Mentally and physically, and you're always shivering, and you hate the winter, and everything becomes so dark and gloomy.
Yeah,
And
but-
you hate the fact that it gets dark so early. And yeah, so for that reason, I would go with having the festivities and the holidays, Christmas,
See,
from the South American point of view.
I still stand by my point that it here it does feel, Christmas in Europe does feel a bit more,
It's fairy tale like.
but more intimate.
Yes.
It's a much more intimate experience in cozy home family homely
yeah.
experience.
It's the time where you need to go home. And if you're away from
and if
home,
you see the movies and stuff, that's
yeah,
kind of what they
that's the
sell,
time.
isn't it?
That's the time that you go back home. That's the time you go visit your parents.
But
and
it
stuff.
feels in South America as a whole, it's just a big party. It's a big
It
celebration.
is. It is.
You know, and yeah, and then I don't know. It's so bizarre. I think I would have it. There is something about Christmas, experiencing Christmas like it is in the movies. So Christmas in Europe, and I'd imagine it's the same in America. It's so special. I imagine it's even better in America because you have the snow, don't you?
Yeah.
So
In certain parts, yeah.
so I don't know. I think experiencing that is so magical. It's really, you
is.
feel like a kid. Even if you're 20, 30, 40.
It is. There's nothing more exciting than experiencing magic for the first time, and I think one of those moments would be having like the Christmas that you envisioned as a kid.
If I had to recommend to anyone to do anything, and they haven't been to Europe or a winter country a country that has winter during Christmas, I'd say go.
Yeah.
And just experience that at least once, if you can, of
Absolutely.
course. But at the same time, I think I also would encourage everyone to also experience it when in a warm country.
Yeah, I
know?
agree. I think the festivities in South America, when it comes to like in December time, they're the best.
It's crazy, dude.
It's the
People
best.
go crazy.
It's the best time.
I think people go crazier than in summer.
Oh yes, definitely. It's even bigger than carnivals and stuff.
It's nuts.
It's huge.
Except for Brazil, though. In Brazil,
The carnival
carnivals
season
are always
are insane.
it's always bigger.
Yeah.
Go on, what's
It's
the next
crazy.
question?
All right, let's see.
Yeah, carnivals are always way bigger in Brazil.
What's your favorite Blackpink song?
Probably that collaboration with Dua Lipa, Kiss and Make Up.
Kiss and make up.
But favorite bit of a Blackpink song is How You Like That.
How you
Lisa's
like that?
rap. It's the best rap she's got, I think.
I think
Her rap in Ice Cream is not bad as well. But I wasn't actually there.
I think her part in Ice Cream was a killer part.
Yeah, but I actually wasn't. It's just because of my taste of music that I'm not big in EDM or dubstep anymore. So listening to Boom Baya or Kill This Love, it's good for workouts. That's what I've always had it for. Workout with that type of music gets you pumped. But it's not the type of music I replay. And I've said it before, like most of Blackpink that I have on my playlist, it's for specific purposes, like
Yeah.
working out or jogging, or maybe I'm trying to get myself in a mood. But I think Kiss and Make Up is probably the one that I have that I just listen to all the time.
That's pretty interesting. I
Even though
think
it isn't the most manly lyrics.
Kiss and make up.
Rolling with my boys, Kiss and Make Up.
I don't know. For me, I think I like more their B-side tracks than I like their actual title tracks.
I like them more live because the band makes it so much more special.
Me too. Me too. I think it brings the whole different light
Yeah.
to them. What's your favorite GOT7 song?
Ooh.
I think from their new album.
Girls.
Girls, you love that song. You do.
Oh, call my name.
Freaking fire. I think. Here's what I
Aura.
go. Aura.
Play that bloody song every.
Aura.
Yeah,
It's so good. I love that song.
Actually, that was that song. Their first biggest hit.
Just right.
Yeah, it's funny.
That was such a great video.
The song is very good, nice message as well.
Yes, I love GOT7.
What is your favorite BTS song?
I think as a group, as a whole,
Doesn't matter, mate.
Black Swan.
Really?
Yes, I love that.
Do your thing with me now. I actually downloaded the instrumental of that, and when I like to freestyle or just trying to get creative, I play that beat. It's a nice beat.
But solo stuff, V Singularity.
Yes, wow, it's a great song. The videos are joke as well.
That song is just chef kiss.
Yes, he's a special guy.
Baby.
That guy has 7 different voices. He must have like 7 different voice boxes in his throat. It's not normal.
He's fantastic.
My one is Jungkook, My Time.
Oh yes, I know that.
Or Euphoria.
Yeah, that's such a good song, Euphoria. You were playing it the other day, and I was like, "What song is this? It's such a good song." And it was, yeah.
Or Sugar's both mixtapes.
Oh well,
Both
yes,
of them.
but that's not a song.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
That's a whole album.
It still counts.
That counts.
It's 2 albums actually. It's two mixtapes. Yeah.
It still counts. It still counts. All right.
Whoa, why are they different colors?
Because this is
But you can decide what color.
Yeah, on the question box.
Really? I've never done it. Every time I do a Q&A, it was black and white. Yeah.
What's the craziest thing that has ever happened to you?
Well, I was doing what? Just
The craziest
walking
thing that has
about
ever
in London.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing that's ever happened to you.
Ever?
Ever. Like the highlight of the crazy.
Bloody hell. That's a good one.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking.
Craziest thing.
The craziest thing.
I don't know. Ending up in a strip club when you didn't...
Of course.
To a back door. Expecting like a restaurant.
Expecting a restaurant. Oh
Nah,
my god.
We weren't expecting a restaurant. We were expecting somewhere where we could just have a drink. And
well, I'm sure you did.
and this guy was like, yeah, over here. And we ended up in a strip club.
Oh my god. Oh yes, I once was watching a show.
Oh, rooftop party. No,
Okay.
I went to this club.
Okay.
This is a very sad story, though.
Oh no, but he's supposed to be crazy.
Well, he's not sad. He survived.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, he survived.
Who jumped out?
Yeah, so we were in this club, right? And it was quite a few years back, and I was in this club with some of my friends. And in this club, there was 2 floors, right?
Okay.
But there was actually a 3rd floor that no one knew about.
Ooh,
Right?
all right.
But in the first floor, you sort of get all the the girls dancing and the guys and stuff. It's sort of like the main room where you play electronic music. In the middle room, you sort of get R&B, Afro music, hip hop music, and then also there's a room where you get sort of more classics of the 80s and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
that's pretty, like a disco room.
This is very typical setup,
Yeah.
it's in London, right? And no one really knew about the 3rd floor because it was VIP, right? And we end up there because we arrived early to the club, and this guy's very excited. And yeah, come on, we'll invite you over there. Okay, nice. And we're just chilling there and stuff like that. And I remember just chilling and talking to this lady. She was very, very lovely, just talking and stuff. I remember I was just looking at her eyes, and then I saw this vroom thing come past me.
No.
Yeah, this thing just went like that, I was like, oh, that's weird. Very weird.
Whoa, I'm really tripping out
Very
today.
weird. And then you actually heard a thud, like,
Oh no!
like that. And everyone was like, I guess someone tripped, But what we didn't understand at that point is that if you hear a doom and you're in the 3rd floor, right? But there's no, I mean, if you saw something go like that, there's no stairs there. You can't run. There's nothing to run on. It's just space.
This guy just jumped off the roof.
Ali, this guy,
Oh my God.
apparently this guy kept showing off that he thought This is how the bouncer told us. He thought he could momentarily walk on air, like run on air. He was explaining it to everyone. I'm very excited, and he just sort of jumped. He jumped and he landed in the second floor though. He didn't land in the third one. In the first one, he landed in the second floor, and you just heard that big ass that boom. Yeah. He survived though. He's fine.
The case is fine.
Yeah, there was. I've actually been in two clubs where someone's jumped off the stuff. You know about the first.
Yeah.
The first one was rather scary. I don't think he made it.
No, I don't think
Not
he
sure.
made it. No.
Yeah, but that guy was. I mean, what the hell? It was so high.
Yeah, he jumped from a ridiculous height.
I don't know why. People just. I guess they get too excited.
They lose notion.
Yeah, he must have been effed up.
That's crazy. What's the craziest thing? That is crazy.
Yeah. But no one cared. Everyone kept passing around.
It's
him.
like, woohoo!
Yeah, no one cared.
Yes, dude!
Yeah, I remember because
Jesus!
we saw him later throughout the night limping. Like, dude, what the fuck?
What happened to you? You were running. Like,
What the hell, Dave? What the hell? Like, what's it, Dave?
Just
covering my back legally.
I don't know. Okay, yes, I remember. I was once watching a show of the West End, like in London, and the audience.
I promise you, I just heard a thing.
I was like, "Why are you laughing at my story? It's not even. I haven't even
I
finished."
can feel it now. It's so weird. Go on, sorry.
You just feel the flash.
Yeah. Flashbacks, mate.
So I was sitting. So the setting in this theater, like this whole area. So the audience was literally in the play. So we were sitting in the play, right? So the play was like an oval shape.
Right.
The scene was like an oval shape place, and the chairs were all in the same floor as where people were dancing and singing and stuff. So these guys are doing this full-on dance routine with a bunch of props and stuff and whatever.
Oh boy.
And this guy is very, very, excited, holding this plastic glass that looks like crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's jumping up and down and, moving and dancing and blah, blah, blah. And I am, I'm leaning forward.
Is the glass full?
No, they're just props.
Right.
They're just theater props. And I'm just leaning down forward and I'm just enjoying the show because it was great, right? And
For London.
And suddenly all I see is this black thing coming closer to my face, right? And I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? The glass was flying towards me.
Oh Jesus.
And I don't know why I saw it all in like slow motion, and my reflexes told me just to grab it, and I held it up. I did this, and I held the glass up.
No way.
I have horrible reflexes.
Yeah, that's hard
right?
to believe.
I have horrible reflexes, and I remember I just apparently I did it very nonchalantly as well. But literally, like I was part of the play.
You turned into a Statue of Liberty.
I was like, and ding. There you go. You're welcome.
That's awesome.
And I remember I held the glass for like the longest time.
Turn that sucker off, mate.
Sorry. So I was holding on to the glass for the longest time until the first act finished. And the guy that threw the glass on my face basically tweeted at me.
Really?
Somebody with a blue ticket. He tweeted at me.
Sorry.
Oh my god, to the girl in the audience, great catch, you're a real star. And yeah, that made it on the news.
Nice.
In London.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. And the girl that held the glass, and that was me.
3 seconds of fame, why not?
You know what I mean? Mainstream.
Yeah.
I was in the news.
Yeah, dude, you have terrible.
I have terrible. I hand coordination. I don't know what happened that day.
Actually, you don't have bad hand-eye coordination.
Terrible.
You have horrible hand-eye coordination. It's horrendous.
It's terrible. I'm really bad.
Fucking terrible, mate.
I felt so proud of that moment. I'll forever cherish that.
To be fair, actually, I have tried to teach you how to hit a ball.
It's alright.
You're not too bad.
I can do it.
You look very
once
awkward though when you do it.
Shut up.
you look like there's something dragging you, like air is pushing you.
You shut up.
Yeah, but you hit it though.
Yeah, no. Once I get the little rhythm going.
No, you actually genuinely hit it.
I'm okay.
And you have, I guess, alright technique. I guess.
No, I don't. It's just I actually enjoy watching you more than I do playing.
I know. And you can't play anymore. I mean, can you with your back?
I don't know. I haven't tried since my back situation.
We should try. It'd be funny.
Okay.
No, I'll be afraid of you falling though.
Oh, ¿qué preferirías? ¿Colaboración con Rosalía o BTS? So, what would you prefer? A collaboration with Rosalía or BTS?
I'd like a collaboration with BTS and Rosalia.
Oh my god.
That'd be hard, bro.
Could you
3
imagine?
different languages: English, Korean, and Spanish.
Oh my god, let's make that happen, internet.
Yeah.
Wow.
hard.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Be insane, dude.
Who is the best male and female vocalist that you have met through the channel so far?
That we've genuinely met.
No, that we've discovered.
Oh.
I think that's what they mean. We don't know any of the fantastic artists yet.
I don't know. Just one. I think one of the people that I've really, really enjoyed and I'm super happy that we found is Takey for me.
Takey.
From France.
I think Dimash for me. Dimash, he's incredible.
Actually, KC Tanding Gang.
I was gonna say male and female. It's Casey and Dimash. I know they're nowhere near the same thing, but
They don't. They do very different stuff.
They do very, very different things, but they're definitely the performers that continuously impress me and surprise me and blow me away in such dynamic ways. And I think and are the 2 artists that I love to watch over and over again to learn from, because I wanna learn as much as I can from them as a singer myself, you know. So yeah, those 2 for me.
Fuck, I don't know. Maybe male. I'll cheat and I'll choose 3, but it's only one. Budakel,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Oh my god. Yes.
Or Takey, or I don't know. It's hard. I can't choose just one.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough because Morissette is also really awesome.
I mean, bloody, it's too hard.
And then you also got Pablo Lopez. You know,
I like India Martinez.
Martinez, and then you got Pablo Alborán, and they're if you go down the whole Spanish route,
like
the whole of Spain is fantastic.
The whole of Spain, the whole of Philippines, dude, the whole of South Korea is
It's just ridiculous. It's hard to just pin it down to just a couple of.
And we have found we found a few new I guess you call them soloists, right?
Yeah.
Artists from South Korea in this previous podcast, recommended by you guys recommended BB, and then Bale, you showed me Taba.
Yes. Taber is insane.
He's a joke.
He is so cool, and he is so small, and I cannot wait for him to blow up.
He's gonna blow. Trust me.
Yes.
I really hope he really does pop.
So blow up.
Go, one last one.
Blow up. All right.
One last one. I just gotta do a video.
Where's this week's Feature Friday?
It's happening.
It's coming. It's a little late, but it's coming. What do you think about Daryl Ong?
Daryl Ong.
I think I love him.
Mr. Disney.
Mr. Prince.
Yeah, he's
Mr. Worldwide Prince.
I don't know why they haven't casted him as a Disney prince yet.
I like I said before, I think he hasn't pursued
That side.
Yeah.
Love to know what he actually if he ever thought about doing theatre, if he ever thought about doing movies and acting and stuff like that.
Question for all the people watching and hearing and listening to right now: are musicals a proper thing in the Philippines?
In the what?
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines, all right.
What is it?
I don't know. In my brain, it sounded like it's the Philippines. It's like what? What country is that?
Where is that? Yeah, no, for real. Like, what is? Is it like? Do they have proper theaters with like shows running and stuff? Because in Korea, I know in South Korea they do. And they do spin-offs of the ones that are here in the West End or Broadway.
What about Japan?
I have no idea.
What about China?
No clue, my friend. No clue.
Indonesia? Thailand?
India? Maybe India? No, because India has Bollywood, don't
That's
they?
not theatre.
Yeah, but it's musical-ish.
True. Yeah, they always do those walking scenes and they start singing.
Ah, yeah, they break into song with water buffaloes.
Yeah.
They're pretty fun.
I wonder if in Philippines musicals are quite big because a lot of them do a lot of songs for Disney and stuff like that. So
Yes, I don't know if
that is very musicalish, isn't it?
yeah,
But not
definitely.
theatre.
But I don't know if it's like the whole theater culture, you know?
Yeah,
Like I
that's
know
not-
Broadway is huge. And
West End here.
yeah, the West End here. And you know what? I only discovered the theater culture when I came to London. I didn't even know that was a thing, you know?
Yeah, theatre here is ginormous.
It's part of the culture, even if you're not in the industry, you know?
Even if you don't like it, you've probably been to a theatre once.
Or more. Yes. And I know, for example, here, grandparents love to gift their grandchildren tickets to shows, like watching Wicked or
Schools take you on
Les
school
Mis.
trips and stuff.
The schools take you to watch plays and stuff. So it's really interesting, and I never knew about the theater culture up until I was here in London. So I wonder what it's like in other places.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'll be an interesting response, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments.
Well, we're gonna have to cut it short because Bally's a little busy. She's gotta make a music video, so we've gotta stop.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean it's quite fun doing Q&As every now and
It's
then.
fantastic. I love doing Q&As, and I hope I can do them soon on a live stream as you're typing in and we're answering you at the same time.
Yes, the reason why we're doing so many changes, not only because evolution and all that stuff,
Evolution.
survival of the fittest, but it's also because we want to try and do live streams, and we also want to try and have guests on the show. So all this stuff you're seeing changes towards that big step.
Yeah, we're literally just accommodating the waters.
Yeah. And this week we're doing the first test, so it's
Wow.
super fun.
You might not see that.
No, you definitely won't see that. That will be a test for closed doors. And then if it works out, then hopefully you'll see our first, ever soon guest.
Yeah.
Because at the moment we can't have anyone here because...
Your favorite brand?
Your favorite brand?
Clothes.
Yeah, we said FTF London.
And another one?
And another one.
A genuine favorite
a genuine brand.
that's not out yet. That is definitely out. Calvin Klein. I like Calvin Klein a lot.
Calvin.
Tommy. I like Tommy a lot.
I was gonna say I like Tommy
Heron Preston.
Hilfiger.
I like Heron Preston a lot.
I like Guess.
Helen and Preston.
Yeah.
Heron and Preston
Yeah.
is great.
Heron Preston. I love Heron Preston.
For me, I think Moschino is fantastic.
What about it?
And I love Louis Vuitton as well. Versace. Oh, of course, I love Versace. But do I have any items from those brands? No, just my glasses. Just my glasses. I just wish in my mind I have a whole closet of fantastic designer dresses that I've probably worn once in my life, but they're still there. Everything here in my head.
Keep dreaming. They will come true, hopefully.
But like actual affordable clothes that I own, I love River Island. I absolutely adore River Island, and their shoes and their handbags and everything about it is so cool. I love also Topshop. A lot of their cool, edgier stuff. Love it. Urban Outfitters, Dolls Kill, Zara from time to time. Yeah, I think that's my go-to.
Yeah.
What about you?
I already said it.
Oh,
Calvin.
yeah, good point.
Friday, London.
Heron Preston.
And
Tommy.
FTF London, baby.
There you go. Anyways, we'll see you in Feature Friday Extra.
That's right. See you soon.
Peace.
Bye-bye.